Good morning, guys. Today I am so excited because I am far away from Shanghai, 4 hours away to be precise. We are in some random village in the mountainside, and this weekend we're doing a hiking trip. We're going to be hiking through the mountains, checking out some cherry blossoms, checking out like one of the best lakes in southern China, and some caves. So I am so excited just to be in nature and just not to hear the sound of cars all the time. I've woken up a little bit early, so I'm just waiting for everybody else in my group to wake up so we can have some breakfast and then get going. So excited! So we had a simple but very delicious breakfast at our village inn, and then we got ready to set out on our adventure. We hiked up the mountain for about 3 hours, stopping along the way to rest in cute pavilions and taking the beautiful sights. Spring had just sprung, so we passed many beautiful blossoms which had started to bloom, but unfortunately I think we came a little early to see the blossoms at their best. A few weeks later, and I think these mountains would have been absolutely covered with beautiful blossoms. Don't get me wrong, the hike up was still really beautiful, and we saw many streams, little waterfalls and other cool things. Our tour guide just made me a stick, my own stick, for the road. We eventually reached a lake called Heaven Lake, which boasts the highest lake in all of southern China, at over 1,300 meters high. It had a couple of islands in the middle that we could have swam to if the water wasn't so cold. We walked along the lake, admiring the views and finding a scenic place to stop and have lunch. We are now walking back down to the village that we came from, but we're taking a different route. And I'm just excited we don't have to go uphill again. Downhill is usually easier, so yeah, let's go! Guys, I was so wrong. Going downhill was actually a lot harder than going uphill. Firstly, because we didn't exactly go down straight away. We had to climb some super steep parts of the mountain before returning back down, and most of the trail down was so steep. It was a little scary at times. Trek back down was totally worth it though, because we got some of the best views of the day from it. We just got back from our hike, back to the village that we started at. The hike literally took 6 hours, like 3 hours up and 3 hours back down. As you can guess, we're super hungry now, so yeah, hopefully some dinner is on the way. Dinner was really yum, just rice with a bunch of different meats and veggies. The village had lost power though, so we had to eat in darkness, which kind of added to the ambience. After dinner, it was time to totally unwind with a campfire and a bit of KTV. In case you don't know, KTV is basically karaoke on steroids. We had so much fun. I mean, who gets to sing karaoke in a small village in the middle of China? It's hard to realize, try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And the girl sings now to me beneath the marquee. So by the way I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for. Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of our trip. It's our final trip, and today we are going to a really cool cave, I believe. So we've just had breakfast and we're about to head out now. Before heading to the caves, we explored another hiking trail in the mountains, which led to an awesome waterfall. This was definitely my favorite hike of the trip, as it was such a beautiful sunny day and we saw some of the best views. Headed to a mystical cave known as the Fairy Cave.
Guys, sometimes we need to go through some tunnels relatively narrow. Only one person can go. It's gonna be pure darkness inside. Just be careful.
She's got her light for the cave. Very, very nice.
So put this one on your like a Tinder profile.
Yeah. So even though this cave is named the Fairy Cave, there really was nothing magical about it. It smelled pretty horrible. We kept bumping our heads on sharp rocks, and our shoes got completely soaked walking in questionable water. Despite all this, I really enjoyed checking out this authentic cave. I felt like we were in Indiana Jones exploring a new world, and we even got up close and personal with a bunch of baby bats. After the caves, it was time to head back home to Shanghai. What an awesome weekend in the mountains. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like it, leave a comment and subscribe. Till next time!